Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my God. Well, tell you what, Miss Nerdy Curvy, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to talk about it in my chat. Because it's Friday. And that is a whole big bucket of bummer. And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat. Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Nerdy Curvy, you said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Curvy. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it. How are you? Good, or you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it. See, there you go. Or Prom's response.
A lot of you have already seen this video of We Found the Body berating a person who literally just said, oh, my mother died, when asked, hey, where have you been? Someone who's experienced grief, this had me just shaking mad all day. First of all, I want to be very clear and concise and say that if you are grieving, you have the right to be listened to. You have the right to say what your trauma is. You have the right to say, hey, I went through this and I'm not going to shut up about it. You also should be treated with grace and respect and people to listen to you and care about your grief. You have that right. You deserve that. This response was absolutely incorrect, and unfortunately it doesn't surprise me. A lot of people are really shit about grief. When I lost my boyfriend at a very young age, I feel like in the years after, I had to do literally acrobatics bringing him up in conversation. I could literally say something positive about him, like, oh my gosh, yeah, like me and my boyfriend, my late boyfriend had done this together and it was so much fun, I loved it. And so I'd be like, oh, dead boyfriend, and just like the conversation was shut down, ruined. And I wasn't even talking about something sad to me. To me, I was talking about a lovely memory. But anything I would say about his life would be reduced to, oh, he's dead. This is a depressing thing. And it's not inherently. Also, even when I was talking about his death and how grief was hard on me, people would just shut down. It's like after the funeral's over, I wouldn't expect you to just grin and bear it. And we grieve for a very, very long time, much longer than that. And people start to lose interest, and they shouldn't. All of us are going to experience grief. Stop leaving grievers out to dry. Grief is one of the most alienating, lonely times of your life, because you are grieving something and it feels like everyone around the world is moving on without you and you are stuck still in this hard place and you don't understand how the world can keep turning without this person being there. And you know what? I am very open about my grief on this app, because once I started talking about grief, I met two people who I'd worked with who were like, oh, we also lost a boyfriend at a young age. And if we'd all talked about that, we all could have been there for each other during these periods. If you were grieving, you were not alone. We are a generation of young people thinking that we are alone experiencing grief, and you're not. We are here with you. You are not alone. You deserve to heal and be helped through it.